Good evening, Princess. Again, from Euphoria. I am here, well, to make a stop before heading over to dinner, and something I'm not exactly used to is a line to get into the dining room because they only have assigned seating, but I don't think they've opened yet, and when this happens, it usually goes pretty quickly. So I'm going to stop at the bar and get a delicious and healthy beverage and get ready for dinner and then the show. Unfortunately, the inavailability to book the steakhouse tonight has kind of thrown me for a loop that I'm trying to recover from. It's okay. It kind of knocked my wardrobe plan off kilter. So, yeah, I don't have a Take Me to Grand Bahama shirt. It's my failing. I totally understand. I will work to do better. You definitely deserve it. This is the problem with assigned seating times. The entrance to the dining room is way over there at the front of this very long line. So, I'm just going to put it out there for anyone at Margaritaville to, just take it as you will. From a very frequent cruiser, assigned dining times are stupid. Nobody likes them. Everybody hates them, in fact. Here we are at Finn's Dining. It is the main dining room here on, there's an advertisement going on Margaritaville at Sea Paradise. So I'm going to head in here and have dinner. I will admit that was not so bad. The line only took maybe 5 minutes, I suppose. Not even 10. Let's put it that way. So we are seated in the Finn's Dining Room. No, it has a different name. I will let you know later. Anyway, Finn's Dining Room. This is the main dining room. I am here for the early seating because I want to make the show at 6 o'clock, which works out quite perfectly. I don't know if everything in here has been refreshed, but the menus are definitely new, and they are quite nice. So let's just take a look at, the table and the menu, which is really nice. Here is the new menu book on Margaritaville at Sea Paradise. Taking a look outside, this is the food menu, starters, soup, salads, entrees, all the way to desserts. No key lime pie, but we'll try to fix that tomorrow. The answer is yes, I will. And the next page contains some cocktails, including beer, not the best selection, and wine. But I am all set up with my Maker's Old Fashioned. I don't know if you've seen this yet, but all I had was the buffet for lunch. So I am definitely ready for this. I guess it's going to be a mix of traditional cruise items plus some things that I guess have been added to the menu for Margaritaville. At least that makes sense. I've never sailed, so I don't really have anything to compare it to. But yeah, we are going to go full on and try a bunch of stuff because, why not? And I kind of have everything in mind. I figure they're going to want, you know what? It's fine. I'm going to order them in order like I always do. Has never been a problem before. Don't really think it'll be a problem now. So, all right, as soon as they show up, I am ready to go. That's another problem with the whole seating times. Everything happens at the same time. It's kind of frustrating. I'm ready now. We are starting off with bread, which I might eat. I'm actually that hungry. There's a few different types in there. I haven't tried them yet. Well, obviously, because they're still sitting there. I don't think they're warm, but that's okay. Still, I think only Carnival does that. But, all right. You know what? I'm now looking around. I don't think there's any butter on the table. Let me see if I missed it. No butter yet. Wait a minute. See if it just comes in a different round. And yes, if you do want to order multiple things, that is, of course, perfectly fine. But they are, I guess, in a rhythm to take your entire order. You just have to let them know that you'll finish the order later, which is what I did. Turns out, not a problem at all. I would never expect it to be. So, yeah, gonna wait a little bit for the butter. But that bread is like calling me. Oh, God. No, I will be patient. Bread was good. Nothing outstanding about it, but it served its purpose well. I am getting a bit anxious about showtime. It is at 7:45. It is 6:45. So will I be able to get through 5, 6, maybe 7 courses in the next 50 minutes? That's going to be a challenge. But the second seating is after the show. So if I cut this short, go to the show, and come back, it's probably a good way to do it. You know what? Maybe, you know what? I might have to do that. So, well, we're going to find out. I'm going to take it easy. I'm going to enjoy my appetizers. If it gets too close, I'm going to postpone the main and just come back for the second seating. And now that I say that, it actually sounds like a pretty good plan. That might be the plan. We are 52 minutes into the early seating service, and all I have is bread. The reason for doing a service like this is so they can basically pre-prepare the food and basically rush through the service. That's why it's not very good. But to not have anything after 50 minutes, I don't know. And this is not their first cruise. Maybe a new menu, but it's not their first sailing. Hopefully they would have had enough practice, but I don't know. It is possible the new menu is throwing them off, and that's fine. I'm not gonna. It's fine because I do have a backup plan, and it will work for me. So yes, we will make it work. This is the Escargot de Bourgogne with butter, garlic, parsley, and a crostini. The escargot were pretty good. They were nice and plump. So I guess Bahamas Paradise got a deal on snails, whereas Royal got the deal on a duck. Makes sense. The garlic was a very coarse preparation, a little bit different. I think it was intentional. I kind of like it, so it makes it somewhat different from the regular cruise escargot that I've gotten. So yeah, I enjoyed this. Like I said, the snails were nice and plump, so that was pretty good. Waiting for the next one. Time is running out. Come on. These are the cauliflower bites. They are fried cauliflower with curry salt and yogurt mint sauce. The cauliflower bites. Okay, I like them. The flavor profile is great. It's kind of like a lemon curry. It's very light, but there's a distinct flavor to it. Kind of a unique one also, which is very good. The problem is the breading on the cauliflower. I don't think it's surviving the whole process too well from being cooked to being served. I would have liked it to be a little more crispy, and it seems like it was, but then it sat and then it lost that crispiness, and now it's I don't know, it's in this gray area between crispy and crunchy, if that makes sense, and it kind of throws the dish off a little bit. What I think happened is it's a new recipe. They haven't fine-tuned it for this whole, system very well, and they're trying it right out of either the oven or the fryer, and it's great, but when it sits under the hat for a while, yeah, it's not making it to the table, I think, the way the chef is trying it. So I'm sure they'll get it right. It's probably not a difficult problem to solve. I think just making the breading lighter would help, but we'll see. But flavor-wise, it was great. I actually used the bread to mop up the sauce because it is really good. Okay, that's fine. So on to the soup and salad, hopefully. We're doing okay on time, but I may have to skip the mains until later, but that's okay. Not a problem at all. Our soup selection is a Bahamian conch chowder. Their interpretation of the Bahamian conch chowder was very, very distinctive presentation. Oh, there's my salad. I loved it, but I can tell you I am almost certainly in the minority. It has a very distinct combination of flavors that I don't think a lot of people would expect. And what was so unique about it was, I know it's like they may have grilled the conch or maybe the vegetables over a wood fire before putting it in the stew, because it did have a very earthy and woodsy flavor component, which is not typically part of a dish like this, which is why it is unique in a presentation that I've never had before. So I loved it just for the uniqueness of it, but it is distinctive enough and I guess off enough that I think a lot of people might not like it. It does have a kick to it, so if you are spice averse, not for you, but perfect for me. That was great. And yeah, so they kind of know what they're doing, and looking forward to to everything else. Wow, that was that was really good. To ground things a little, I ordered a classic Caesar salad. It is romaine, house croutons, parmesan, and Caesar dressing. The classic Caesar salad was a competently prepared Caesar salad. There was nothing about it that's gonna, separate it from any of the hundreds, maybe thousands of Caesar salads I've had over the years. So it was good. It served its place in the meal perfectly well. I did enjoy having it, so it is worth getting it if you do want a Caesar salad. Absolutely. So, yeah, it was good. But it is now 15 minutes to showtime, and I do not want to rush through the main. So we are going to activate emergency dining plan B and pause our experience here at Finn's Dining Room, head over to the show, but we will be back during the second seating. And am I admitting that the second seating is actually a good thing? No, I will never admit that. But we will be back for the second seating to try the entrees and then dessert. All right, I'm just gonna let my waiter know that I'm not running away from him. He's done a great job, especially with someone like me. I'm heading in for the second round now, so I don't know when you're gonna see this, but the line was so long and I was kind of in a rush before that I didn't get a chance to stop in front of the sign. But not that that matters, so I'm gonna shut up about it now. And we are back in the dining room for the second seating to continue dinner after the most excellent show, Tales from Margaritaville. Kudos to Bahamas Paradise. Or you know what? Is the company still Bahamas Paradise, or did they actually change to Margaritaville as the brand? Either way, kudos to the line for getting their, headliner show ready on time for sailing. Imagine that. All right, I know what I'm going to order, so I guess it's just a matter of ordering it and letting the fun continue. Entree number 1 is braised short ribs with beef au jus and Yukon mashed potatoes. That was a really good braised short rib. Better than you would get at most Disney table service restaurants right now. Yes, the ingredients were great, the preparation was great, the flavors were perfect, nice and comforting. Nothing outlandish about the dish. They didn't try to push the envelope in any way. It was just a nice comfort food braised short rib, and I really did enjoy it. So yeah, if you're into this kind of thing, definitely worth an order. So yeah, glad I got it. Because why not? Here is the ginger glazed salmon with sautéed bok choy, confit garlic, and miso glaze. I'm not changing positions because I like the orb above me. Anyway, the glazed salmon, really good. I prefer the braised rib, but this is a dish that can definitely stand on its own. What was kind of impressive was it does come with like 2 huge bok choys, you probably saw that, and roasted garlic cloves. I mean, who bothers to do that anymore? Really, really great. So I guess between the two, it would be what you are in the mood for. So either one, I am glad I ordered, and I did enjoy both. So far, food has been pretty good. I really hope I get that reservation at the steakhouse tomorrow. But there's one more course coming up. We do have some cake and ice cream on the way, hopefully, and I am definitely looking forward to that after all this. Maybe I should skip it, but I'm not, because I have a job to do. I forgot to point out this time, in sharp contrast to before, the bread and water were on the table within 60 seconds of me sitting down. So kudos to this prep team over on this side. I'm going to nitpick the experience just a little bit. There is one of, it looks like a restaurant manager hovering about, making sure things are sorted, but he looks a bit disheveled. And it is in stark contrast to the fit of the rest of the crew. Right? They're all like in nice, proper uniforms. Everything is fitted well, and they're all buttoned up and looking good. There is another manager that I see circling around who's wearing a jacket, but this one, not so much, and kind of throws off the mood a little bit because it really sticks out. And you know what? I'm gonna have to say it does bother me in a weird way, because it's so out of place. So, yeah, maybe pay a little bit of attention to, the fitment of the clothes and how things are presented, because it does overall, or enhance the overall dining experience, and it is noticeable when it is so out of place. out of all the desserts, I figured the best chance would be the Black Forest cake, but it does have competition. Like the Caesar salad that came before it, the Black Forest chocolate cake, or Black Forest cake, was a competently prepared Black Forest cake. Did not try to push the envelope, and in that it did succeed. Paired with some chocolate ice cream, quite delicious, and a terrific end to a terrific dinner here in the Finn's dining room aboard Margaritaville at Sea Paradise. It is still a mouthful, oh boy. And about to wrap up, I have had enough, although quite enjoyable. I will not mind coming back tomorrow if I do not get the reservation at the steakhouse, but we are really, really going to try for that. Expecting good things. I will be able to directly compare it to my last steakhouse experience, which you haven't actually seen yet, because some things are gonna happen out of order. It's fine. The last one, nothing amazing about it, so everyone will see it when I decide to show you. Anyway, okay, yes, I have had plenty. I am done, and about to head out into the rest of the ship for tonight's frivolities. I will stay up at least for a couple more hours, and then look forward to Bedibai. So, Bedibai. All right. Well, even though I did not get the steakhouse, and even though I had to split this dinner in two, that's quite all right. Not really an issue, but, it is just a minor little thing to remind me again why I am thankful for my problems.